Life happens, and unfortunately, every person has their own specific issues that they're dealing with that makes them sometimes incapable or unable to be able to work together as a team. And if that continues for too long, we head down a road which leads to four specific things that can lead down to the road of divorce. So there's a therapist, John Gottman. He calls this the four horsemen of the apocalypse. And there are four stages to this progression. The first stage in regards to heading down this road is criticism. And when we're criticizing a person, we're saying that the problem isn't the problem, it's the individual. And we'll do generalizations. You always do that, or why are you so, and you're attacking the person and their personality. And we have to be careful that we can complain without criticizing. It's the way that we do it, whereas we attack the issue, not the person. Okay, so let's look at the second thing. The second thing is in regards to contempt. That means we've moved a little bit further and we're attacking that person's sense of who they are. As a result, we're becoming insulting to them. We're saying things such as name calling or insults or hostile humor, being sarcastic, or we're giving body language and tone of voice that gives evidence that there's something that's not right. And when we have contempt, we're saying, you know what, I am so ticked off at you, I want you to know, but we're doing it really in a way that's sort of passive aggressive, but at the same time direct, because we're letting you know how we feel, but we're attacking that in the wrong way, because we don't need to attack the person, we need to attack the issue. How many of you know that when it comes to issues within a relationship, the enemy isn't the other person, the enemy is the enemy himself, who's trying to get to a point whereas he's separating the couple who is one and trying to look at them individually and attack them by breaking them apart. That being said, let's go to the third level. The third level in regards to the four horsemen of the apocalypse is defensiveness. And in defensiveness, we're seeing ourselves as a victim, and we have to ward off this other person to kind of protect ourselves. So we're doing things such as making excuses or cross-complaining, meaning you're meeting them but at the same time creating something else, or you're disagreeing but you have a disagreement that's with a cross-complaint, such as, well, that's true, but you do blah 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 blah, or you repeat yourself as if they didn't hear you, or you whine as if, well, that's not fair, and you're not really stating your claim. When we're defensive, we're showing that we're really experiencing something between that person that could be true, but not really owning up to it. And how many of you know that when it comes to relationships, there are days where you have to have those hard conversations, and they're not pretty, but how many of you know that when we have hard conversations and when we admit the truth to one another, when we're vulnerable and we're accepting what another person is saying about us, we receive that, if it's done in love, to a point where we can see that we need to make some type of change. However, the fourth level that we're moving next to is the toughest one of all, and that's stonewalling. Stonewalling pretty much says that those other three levels have already existed and taken place, and you've progressed to this specific point. Stonewalling says that you are silent, you are physically there, but you are emotionally and mentally gone. You're somewhere else. You're giving them the silent treatment. It's a stony silence. You're muttering under your breath. You're changing the subject, or you're removing yourself. When they walk in the room, you're going another direction. If you have these four things going on in your relationship, it's not good news. You need to take a pause, take inventory, stop that person and say, hey, what are we doing? We need to fix this. So again, you want to look at these four things and make certain that you're doing them with the right way and the right intention so that you don't head down the D road. So you're looking at criticism, contempt, defensiveness, and stonewalling. If you see these things happening, one or a combination of them, stop each other, pray about it, and seek the Lord. All right? Take care, everybody. Till next time. Have a great week. Bye-bye.